Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when the fourth president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta decided that it's time to change the police uniform, there was a fight that erupted between the former CS for Interior, Matiang'i, and by then the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto. And the real issue was that Ruto was insisting to take the tender of supplying the police uniform. But then he was going to get the supply from China. But then Matiang'i and Uhuru Kenyatta were focusing on getting the police uniform manufactured locally. That fight was there. But then Ruto lost. But Kenya won. I cannot say Uhuru Kenyatta won. I cannot say Matiang'i won. I can just simply say that Kenyans won. Because at the end of the day, the blue uniform you are seeing here, it was manufactured locally here. I remember there were some tenders that were given to Rivertex. They were supplying. Some tenders even the former Kitui governor, Charity Ngilu, secured. Because they have one of their manufacturing, Kikotech, they secured a tender to supply police uniform. So that was a deal for Kenyans, at least creating employment and jobs locally. As we're speaking now, there's a new uniform that William Ruto regime has come to test. This is what I've seen on the Star. Kenya police adopt new set of uniform for testing. That's the story. And you can see the IG, Japhet Kome, is already in the new uniform. But then, I have been watching comments from Kenyans. Kenyans are going to an extent of comparing that uniform from another uniform somewhere else. And it openly tells you that already, this uniform is coming from China. There are some Chinese somewhere in the same uniform. So it points to some place. So as of now, they are saying they are adopting new uniform, but it's now for testing. Meaning they want to see the reaction, then from there, boom, it will be here. Now, we have serious questions to ask this government. Anytime the Azimio side will make noise, they will always come out to respond. They will always come out to make noise. But when they are doing some of their tenders like these ones, whom did they consult? Did they consult the police officers? Did the police officers agree to this? Because even what I'm seeing is not good. It's not good. I think they will just still not accept it unless if they will be forced into it. Second question. Where are they sourcing these uniforms from? They have to come out and tell us clear who is the supplier of this uniform. Is it locally manufactured or imported from somewhere in China or elsewhere? Because the source we are getting here is different. We are continuing with this panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our channel subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. What's your view, by the way? Let us continue in the comment section to engage and get more views on this issue. Because the emerging allegation is that there is one of the billionaire tax evader who has been given this tender to supply the uniform. So those who are breaking the law, those who don't pay taxes, they are the ones who are getting chance to supply the uniform. They get chance for tenders in this government. So in one hand, they have been talking about Uhuru Kenyatta and the whole story we have had here. They have been talking about Mama Ngina Kenyatta, and she came out and said very clear, if you believe that I have not been paying taxes, come and sell my properties and take those taxes. What did they do? They went silent. So it means they were merely making noise. It was a mere noise. But then they had a plan to make such noise so that people will focus on that, yet here they will be rewarding some of the tax evaders in this country. I'm telling you, this government is here to pay back wale watu tunaitanga kwa Kiswahili watu wa lori. During campaign, you all remember, we had those lorries that were ferrying people to the lari. People came in their numbers every time. They were fetching people everywhere to bring to the lari. Pay these people 500, 1,000, 2,000 to attend. Dress them in UDA yellow donning colors. That money, those events, those rallies, there are people who are paying for those things at all. Wholesome. We have people who are sponsoring all those activities. And the reality is here. Those people, they don't do it for free. They always have a target. There is no one who will go in business to make a loss. Especially those who have a reputation. They will always calculate. So it is the time for cartels to enjoy. No time for Mamamboga. No time for Kenyans. No time for bodaboda. No time for hustler. That is the reality of the matter on the ground. Watu wa lori wanataka kulipwa. Na wanalipa kupitia kwa tender. Hizi tender zinakuwa even over-exaggerated. Overpricing will happen. And then at the end of the day, sasa tutafika huko tupate mambo mengine ya tender za corruption sasa zimeanza kufanyika. Because just imagine if someone gave you money, then you have been dishing out that money in a campaign. Like, you know, people are not questioning Ruto, where are you getting this money? We have few people who are questioning him. There is no any campaign that involved money than what Ruto did. You understand, in every campaign time, people spend money. Even Raila and the team wanatumia pesa. Lakini ile yenye Ruto alitumia ni wakati wa kulipa mtu wa lori. Wewe uliambiwa upewe wheelbarrow. Sasa wewe utabaki na wheelbarrow. Wakaambia mama mboga, it is your time. Wakaambia bodaboda, this is your government. By the way, those guys who took William Samoei Ruto to go and deliver his papers as a presidential candidate, kulikuwa na mama mboga moja, wakakuwa na bodaboda. Wako wapi? Do you still see these people anywhere in the appointment Ruto has done up to now? Nowhere. Hata tu ile kidogo tu kwa board fulani pale ujulikane. Wanapewa Waititu. Lakini wale walikuwa wanapelekwa pale, yule bodaboda tulitarajia at least he will be somewhere as an example. Yule mama ako wapi? No an appointment. This is government of few billionaires. Not for you. Not for me. Because as of now, the way this government normally make noise, they would have already come out to tell us that this uniform we are getting from Rivertex. This uniform we will give another tender to Kikotech. This uniform we will give to other private Kenyans who are in the same industry. So that now those who want to grow cotton will have a market for their cotton. So that those companies that are making this cloth will have to employ people to do that job. So that suppliers will get tenders to supply. That chain imevunjwa yote, wanapea mtu mmoja. So mtu mmoja anataka kuharibu kazi karibu ya watu 10,000 in this country. Because it's one of the just big tenders in this country. So where are we heading to? It is time to repay the sponsors of rallies. Wakati mlikuwa mnakimbia mkienda mikutano, mko mnaelewa pesa zinatoka wapi? Oh, mama mboga nimewapea milioni 2. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa wakati wenu wa kupata milioni 2. This time round, you are going to suffer. You will eat, utalala njaa kama hutajipanga. They don't care. That's why they take food from this country, wanapelekea watu wengine huko. Yes, ni vizuri kusaidia jirani kama ako njaa, lakini hata na watoto wako. Even the Bible is very clear. Kama ulishe jamii yako na unalisha ya jirani, wewe umelaaniwa. You are cursed. So this government is a cursed government. You can't feed a neighbor when your own children are hungry. How? How do you start? So this seemingly is also a scandal that is already cooking. It is just a matter of time. We will get to know more, and we will understand that it is time to reward the billionaires. But the poor people, up to now, there's no any single thing Ruto has done for the poor. Angejaribu tu kusukisha bei ya mafuta, fuel. Hiyo ndio ingesaidia vitu zingine zote. Sasa hizi stima wanaweka juu sababu wanataka pesa ya kulipa cartel. Sasa hizi bei ya mahindi, ya sukari, ya mafuta iko juu kwa sababu it is time to repay the cartels. That is where we are. So we are here. The supplier is elsewhere. What Matiang'i was fighting, finally, it has found its way, and it is their turn to eat. It is their time to enjoy. So it is you to get to judge between Uhuru Kenyatta regime and now the William Samoei Ruto regime going forward. That's why the Azimio is saying, hey, we have wrong people in the office. And by the way, they went in that office not through the ballot. They know how they went to that office. That's why they don't care about you. If it was 1 inch who took them to that office, they would have already cared that people need food. They would have already cared that people need jobs. Instead of creating jobs, they're destroying jobs. And once there is no job security, the country becomes insecure. Because now people will engage in other activities to earn a living or just get food. Mtu akiwa njaa anaweza fanya chochote tu, yani kuweka kitu kwa tumbo.